Hi guys, welcome to 4C Diaries with Impo. I am Impo, and thank you guys for coming back to watch this video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming. And if you haven't subscribed yet, that's okay. You can watch this video and then you'll decide afterwards if you want to subscribe to my content or not. So today's video is basically about my hair journey, my hair growth journey after the big chop. Actually, I'm going to talk about what happened before the big chop and my progress now, and I'm also going to just style my hair while discussing everything. So basically, before I cut my hair, I cut my hair in 2018. And before I cut my hair, I'm going to style my hair while I talk, right? So before I cut my hair, I had pretty long hair. And then at some point I decided to get my hair permed, right? Yeah, I decided to get a perm. I'll attach the photos as I talk, right? So I decided to get a perm at some point in my life. I think I was in my first year. Yeah, I was in either my first year or my second year. By the way, right now I'm applying Vaseline to my hair. I use it as hair food. For those who have watched my previous videos, you already know that I use Vaseline as hair food, right? So I had a perm and it was good. My hair looked very good. The length was proper, but I liked it, right? But I hated the maintenance of it all. So I had to go every 2 to 3 months and get my hair re-permed, which meant that the new growth was losing its original curl pattern. You know, my hair was going to be curlier. It had bigger curls. And it was fine. But then I kind of got tired. I got tired of having to go back to the salon every time. Because honestly, I hate the hair salon. I'm not going to lie to you. I genuinely hate the hair salon. Let me do this so you can see properly. So I hate the hair salon. The reason why is because I hate it when people comb my hair, right? Because people can be very, very rough. And I hate that. I hate it when people are rough with my hair. I have a very, very sensitive scalp. And my pain tolerance when it comes to my head is not the best, you know? By the way, if your hair itches, this is what you should use. This is what I use. Instead of scratching my head when it itches on my scalp, this is what I use. So open it up, take a bit, and wherever it itches, right, you apply it. So that area is going to be irritated for about 30 seconds or so, you know, because Vicks does irritate your skin. So it's going to be irritated for about 30 seconds, but then afterwards it's going to be fine. You're not going to itch anymore. So I got tired of having to go back to the hair salon. That lady who used to comb my hair used to hurt me. It used to hurt. Plus, she used a very, very small comb, you know. And my hair is 4C. As you're seeing it like this, my hair is hair dried, right? I hair dried it yesterday for the first time in, I don't know, 2 years or so. So that's why it looks stretched. But it is not fully stretched. You know what I mean? This is my hair when it's completely stretched. So the curl pattern is very, very strong. It is that original 4C, if it's such. It's the original 4C. So I kept my hair the way it was. I kept perming it, and it was okay. You know, I didn't mind it because I really liked the way it looked. But then, okay, so this is what I'm going to use next. Birdie Curl Activator. Yeah, it's a curl activator gel. So I really got tired of having to go back to the salon every time, you know, because after a while, the curls would still be there, right? The curls would still be there, but you would see the difference between the curls and the roots themselves. It was a mess. So in 2018, I started watching a lot of 4C hair videos on YouTube, and a lot of people whose videos I watched unfortunately didn't actually have 4C hair, even though the titles were 4C hair related. They didn't actually have 4C hair. So I'd really get frustrated when I tried certain hairstyles and they didn't come out the way they did on those people's videos. Because I was like, okay, if both our hair is 4C and we're doing the exact same thing, then why isn't the outcome the same? But then it turns out some of those people were 4B, some of them were 4A, but they just wow, what was I about to say? They just used 4C as a title because they know that a lot of people with 4C hair are always looking for channels, that they could go to for hairstyles and stuff like that. So I looked at a lot of these channels, I watched them religiously even, and the results did not come out the way I had hoped they would come out, and I was also getting frustrated because the curls at the bottom were not the same as the curls at the top. The curls at the top were 4B, 4A kind of curls, given the perm rods that were used. And then here at the bottom, it was strictly 4C. So I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'm tired. And I really, really don't want to have to go back to the hair salon again. And so I did something that was very brave. I cut my hair. I remember the day I cut it, there was a pageant, right? So I'm a part-time pageant coach. Yeah? So on the day that I cut my hair, there was a pageant that I had to go to because I was coaching the contestants. So I just had to go there to make sure that everything was running smoothly and helping the ladies get dressed backstage and all of that. And then I had I think I showered a good 2 hours before the pageant because it wasn't so far from where I lived. So I showered a good 2 hours before the pageant. And then I left. I was literally in the shower, wet, right? In the middle of showering. Switched off the water, dried myself. I got out. I wasn't even done. I got out. I went to my bedroom. I fetched a scissor. I went back to the shower. And I cut my hair. I will never forget that day. I cut my hair in the shower. Just like that. It was gone. My beautiful, beautiful long hair was gone. And I think my hair was somewhere here. It was shoulder length. So it was long. I cut it. Was I not brave? And luckily, because I already had the bigger curls, I knew where to cut, So where the hair was strictly 4C curl pattern, that's why I cut my hair. So it was probably this much. I think if this is the hair, this is an example, I probably cut like that much. And this is all I was left with. So I had pretty short hair, but then as I said again, I'll insert the photos. And I started growing my hair from scratch. I started looking for ways in which I could maintain my hair without having to spend too much money, without having too much admin with regards to going to the hair salon and stuff like that. And then this one day I came across this channel where this lady was using Vaseline to curl her hair, right? And she wasn't using it the way I use it as a conditioner or as hair food. She was just using it as a curl activator to kind of see how the curl pattern would be. And so she used the Vaseline to curl her entire head. I was like, okay, so if somebody can use Vaseline to curl their hair, then surely I can use it to maintain my hair. And so I tried it out. I think, for the first few weeks or so, because I wanted to see if there'd be any damage. I wanted to see if there'd be any changes. And my hair was good. My hair reacted very, very nicely to the Vaseline. I must say I was shocked. You know what I mean? Even though I probably shouldn't have been, I was really, really shocked because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know that people actually use it the way I was using it. I just knew that people use it to kind of curl their hair, but I didn't know that people were using it as a conditioner. So I was pretty shocked with the results. It was good. Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. I lost my my hair tie, I have this ribbon that I use every time I wanna do updos. So I don't know where it went. It disappeared last night. So now I'm gonna use wool. So please don't judge me. I'm gonna try as hard as I can to use the wool, and hopefully the results are gonna be the same. Because it's been a while since I've used wool for my hair. So I really don't know how it's gonna look. Let me see. Okay. So I was like, okay, fine, let me use the Vaseline and see how it goes. I only used Vaseline and water, and I used them religiously. They were my daily bread. You know what I mean? They were literally the only thing I trusted. And the results were good. And my hair was very rich. So I've always had rich hair. I've always had strong hair. I've always had healthy hair. But I was like, no, man, I need to try something out. And I did. And the outcome was good. So I started using those two products alone. And I was really impressed with the result, you know. But then here and there, I would add things such as your MPL oil or your regular hairspray, either from Dark and Lovely or Stay Soft Fro. Yeah. Or basically any other hair product. I don't really depend on a certain brand, so I'd use anything that I got, you know, and I'd only use them here and there. I'd only use them like once in a while. And so, yeah, my hair grew, my hair started growing, and then I realized that my hair just needed very, very minimal, I don't want to say minimal attention, but my hair didn't need a lot of things. You know, I didn't have to use 7 different products to get a certain kind of consistency when it comes to my hair. And I was really happy with the products. I was really happy with the results. So I started recommending that to people. Let's see. There you go. I started recommending that to people, and a lot of the people that I recommended it to were actually happy. So that's when I realized, okay, that means that whatever I use can work on a lot of hair types, which it honestly did. And then I was like, okay, so these are my products. These are my go-to products. The Vaseline and the water, these are my go-to products. So every so few months, to maintain the length of my hair and to make sure my hair doesn't break as much, I trim the ends. And on my very, very first video, where I was unbraiding my hair, my get to know me video, I showed a segment where I was trimming my hair because I had my hair in twists. So if you want to know how to properly trim your hair safely, go and watch that video. I think it's about halfway through the video where I show how to trim. And then so I started trimming my hair every 2 to 3 months, you know, because if you leave your hair with split ends, okay, there's something there. Okay, if you leave your hair with split ends, it's gonna break, you know. And a lot of times we feel like if we have to trim our ends, then we're actually losing length instead of retaining it. But honestly, the best way to retain your hair length and to make sure that your hair grows is by trimming your ends. You know, it's very safe. It's very healthy for your hair because your ends do get damaged regularly. So I'd say it's good to cut your hair to trim your hair rather, every 2 to 3 months. And I cut about 1 inch off every time. So basically I've had this hair for 2 years. 2 years and 2 months, because I cut my hair in April 2018. Yeah, I cut my hair in April 2018. So what you see here, this is two years and 2 months of work. This is 2 years and 2 months of work right here, you know, and the growth has been very consistent. I realized that I don't have to, and I think I've said this already, but I don't have to do a lot of things for my hair to grow. A lot of times what people don't understand is in order for your hair to grow, you just need to have a consistent routine. You don't need 20 different products. You know what I mean? You don't need those products. You don't need to do a lot of your hair. You don't need to do a lot of things to your hair in order for it to grow. You just have to keep a consistent routine. And you just have to make sure that it's healthy. And it's healthy when you trim it. I wash my hair every 2 weeks. Sometimes I wash it every week. It honestly depends on how I feel, but I never wash my hair less than 2 times a month. Yes, I never wash my hair less than 2 times a month, because washing your hair is healthy. It gets rid of the oils, the build-up, the dirt, and it lets your scalp breathe. Now, a lot of people have been asking me how I maintain my hairline. The first thing is, to be honest with you, I had to start braiding my own hair, because a lot of times when they braid me at the salon, whoever's braiding, their hand would be so tight that it would be fine. You know what I mean? I'd braid my hair and it would be fine. But every time I had to tie my hair up, the little hairs here at the front, my hairline would start disappearing. You know what I mean? So I had to learn how to braid my own hair. And when I did, I also had to make my hair loose. I don't want to say loose specifically, but I made sure that my braids were not too tight. So by too tight, I don't mean that, they get off easily. I just mean that you don't pull your hair straight from the root and like have a tight grip on it. So I made sure that my hair was okay. I made sure that when I braided my hair, I wasn't too rough with it, and I also wasn't too tight, especially when it comes to the hairline. I do not braid my hairline. Anybody who knows me will know that I never, ever, ever, ever braid my hairline, because those little hairs are so sensitive. These babies right here, they are so sensitive. You know what I mean? Any little thing could cause them to break. So if you want to maintain your hairline, and if you want to make sure that your hairline doesn't disappear, number one, do not do hairstyles that are very tight, especially here. You know what I mean? They're going to take away your hairline, and it's very difficult for your hairline to grow. Number two would be dukes. Oh yeah. So if you wear head wraps, right? Duku or a head wrap, if you wear that, do not wear it too much, because that also takes away from your hairline, because this is where a lot of people tie their dukes. You know what I mean? This is where it sits. So if you wear it too often, your hair, your scalp, your whatever, it cannot breathe, right? And because of the friction between your hair and the material, you'll see that the hair starts disappearing. The hairline starts fading. And also with people who wear wigs, as long as you know that front part of the wig, that very tight lacy part, don't put it here on these little hairs. You can either wear it a little backwards, I don't know if that's going to work, or bring it a bit forward, because any pressure that stays here for too long, it affects your hair growth. It affects the way your hair breathes. It affects the way your hair grows. So if you have troubles with your hairline, don't braid your hair too tight. Don't wear dukes too often. And what else? Oh, the wigs. Yes, the wigs. Make sure that you don't wear them too often. And if you do, don't put them directly on your hairline. It's going to damage it over time. And then what else? What do I use to wash my hair? I use Sunlight, the green bar. I use the green bar to wash my hair. It is so simple, and I think it's something that a lot of households have. It doesn't have a lot of these chemicals that shampoos have. I honestly rely on it, and it's cheaper than your ordinary shampoo. You know what I mean? So I use my Sunlight green bar every time, and if I've run out of the green bar, I use the dishwashing liquid. I promise I use the dishwashing liquid. I don't use it often, but it also works, and it really does clean your hair. When you wash your hair, don't wash with cold water, because you know how grease sticks to items. Have you seen when you're washing pots, yeah? And then you use cold water? It's very hard for the oils and the dirt to leave whatever item you're washing. So that happens with your hair as well. It sticks to your scalp, which makes it even harder to get off, especially if you're using cold water. So if you want to make sure that your hair is cleaned, you can use warm water. I use hot here and there because I shower with hot water, so I'm very used to hot water. But preferably, you should use warm water for your hair, for your scalp. It works perfectly. Your hair is fine. It doesn't damage your hair. It doesn't strip a lot of the natural oils from your hair. It just gets rid of the dirt and then you're fine. Another thing that people have been asking me, I ask guys, so I don't know. I think that's it. I think that basically covers my hair routine. Oh, how often do I braid? I braid every I probably braid my hair every 2 to 3 months. I braid my hair every 2 to 3 months. And like I said, I braid it myself. Sometimes I braid it every 4 months. You know, I braid it every 2 to 3 times a year. At most 4 times a year. And when I braid it, I don't keep my braids on for longer than a month. But if I don't have a choice but to keep them for that long, I wash my braids. I know a lot of people don't do that, but I actually get into the shower with my braids and I thoroughly wash them to make sure that whatever dirt is building up at the bottom, at least, you know, it's cleaned out. And then yeah, guys, that's it. Hey, that's basically how I got my hair to grow this long in a period of 2 months. No, I'm lying. 2 years and 2 months. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've had to do. Look at how pretty I am. I think I'm so cute. And I have a fake dimple. Okay, it's not a fake dimple. It just like, it appears depending on the angle, right? So like, see, there's something, and then it's gone. Oh wait, it's still there. Yeah, but I have a dimple, guys. Your girl has a dimple. Oh my god, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I am so happy, and I'm so thankful. We've only been doing this for 2 weeks. This is going to be the 3rd video, and I'm really happy. And I'm also very humbled by the responses that I've been getting from people. And I also would like to add that if there's any questions hair related, or if you'd like to see me do something, a certain style, yeah, if you want to see me do a certain hairstyle, you can just comment in the comment section, and then I'll look at that. I'll see what I can do. I'll pick up the tips from you guys. Soon, not too soon, but soon, I'm going to do a video of myself braiding my hair, like proper braiding. But I need strength for that. I need to be emotionally prepared for that. I need God to be with me on that day, because it takes so much effort. It is so much work. Your arms get tired. Your head gets tired. Your body gets tired. Because it normally takes me about 8 hours to braid my hair, because I do it myself. And before I braid my hair, I have to section it first. So that's a lot of work. So I'll see when I can do that video. I know it's not going to be anytime soon, but just look out for my notifications. I'll definitely do it though. I'm pretty sure I'll do it within the next month or so. And then the next video, I'm not ready, but in my next video, I am going to be doing finger coils. It's going to be a lot of work. I know it's going to take hours, but I'm going to do finger coils. I'm going to show you guys how to do finger coils. I recently learned, because I had to do my cousin's hair. He was too lazy to comb his hair. So I was like, no, it's fine. Let me do finger coils on your hair. Let me try something new. And they actually turned out pretty well. You know, I was very impressed with my work. I mean, I was impressed, especially given the fact that that was my first time doing finger coils. You know, so I was very impressed with myself. I was like, girl. Anyway, I think I've said this before, but if you have a hair line or hair care product and you'd like me to check it out, please just leave it in the comment section and leave the brand name, and then I'll try the products out, because I know that a lot of people don't use Vaseline, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't necessarily want to use it because it's petroleum jelly. They don't want to use it on their hair. So I'll have to test out other products. I'm going to have to test out other products and see how well they work on my hair. I literally have probably the most coarse 4C hair there is. The only reason it's like this, again, is because I hair dried it. But my hair is very coarse, and the shrinkage is so real. The shrinkage is so bad. Please don't mind. See that my lamp fell over. Don't mind it. Don't ask me why my lamp fell over, and don't ask me why I have two different earrings. Don't ask me. It's fine. It's my business. Well, it's because I don't know where the other earrings are. But you know what I mean? Don't ask me questions like that. And so, yeah, I think that's it for today. I think I'm done. I think I'm happy. I think you guys are happy. I'm happy with the hairstyle. It didn't take that long, actually. It really, really didn't take that long. The only problem for me was tying it with the wool because I'm not used to that anymore. Since I already have a hair tie that I normally use. So I'm not used to using wool on my hair. But yeah, I'm happy with how it looks. Again, for anybody who would like to know what products I used my Birdie Curl Activator Gel with placenta. And the reason why I like this product is because it makes my hair soft. I'm not gonna lie, it makes my hair very, very soft. And it doesn't flake, right? So a lot of these gel products, they leave those white marks on your hair. Your hair basically flakes. But with this product, my hair doesn't flake at all. Like literally at all. You know, it's the perfect thing. And I also use this baby. Vaseline Blue Seal. I use that as my hair conditioner for anybody who wasn't listening the first time. I use that as my, no, not my hair conditioner. I use that as my hair food. Hair food, moisturizer, yeah, conditioner, whatever. I use it as my everything when it comes to my hair. And for those of you who noticed, I didn't use a comb when I did this, right? I didn't comb my hair. I didn't use a comb. I didn't use a hectic brush. The only brush that I used was a toothbrush. You know, this is a toothbrush that I've kept for my hair. I use it for my eyebrows and my hair. This is because you don't have to comb your hair every time. That encourages breakage. So you don't have to comb your hair every single day when you do something. You can just use your hands. You use your hands, you use a brush, and you're good to go. I can actually go weeks without combing my hair. I can go a whole month without actually combing my hair because it's unnecessary. It hurts, number one. It really, really hurts. Number two, it's really just unnecessary. And if you want to make sure that when you're combing your hair, it doesn't hurt as much, because the reason why my hair hurts is because I have a lot of it. I have too much hair. But if you want to make sure that it doesn't hurt, what you have to do is make sure that your hair is wet before combing through. And you also have to make sure that you have a wide tooth comb. I don't know where my wide tooth comb is. You could also use this. You could use a hair pick. That's what the Americans call it. A hair pick. This is my hair pick. But for those of us who know, it's an Afro comb. This is an Afro comb. Right? You can use this. I don't recommend using this when you are out your hair. You know, when you're detangling your hair. I generally don't recommend using this. I don't even know why I still have this comb because I don't use it. I haven't used it in over a year, I'm sure. You know what I mean? I used it when my hair was still very, very small, but I don't use it anymore because it hurts. It hurts. So this is your best friend. This should be your best friend. In my previous video, when I was doing my wash hair routine, I showed you guys the picture of the wide tooth comb that I use. So if you want to know what kind of wide tooth comb to use, then you can just go back to that video and then see the type of comb that I was using. It makes sure that there's minimal breakage when it comes to my hair, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good comb. But yeah, guys, I'm done. Today's video is done. I'm very I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm satisfied with everything I said. I don't know if I left anything out. So if you guys feel like there are questions that I didn't answer, please let me know. You can leave it in the comment section, or you can DM me on any of my social media platforms, because a lot of people do actually come to my DMs asking about hair, and that's where I give a lot of hair advice. So if you do want to know about whatever it is that I didn't mention in this video, you can come to my you can come to my DMs. Yes, you can come to my DMs, and then we'll just talk. We'll discuss your hair type and everything, and then I'll see what products I can recommend. A lot of times I recommend specific hair routines for people, and I ask them to try it out for at least a week to see if it works for them. And if it works, then that's the hair routine that they adopt. And if it doesn't work, then we normally find a different hair routine. So yeah, thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk about hair. Thank you guys for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.